Who's too cute. He also has his own TikTok account. Buster's World 4 has more than 870,000 followers and millions of views, and I am not surprised. What a cutie. Well, coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, it happened again for the city of Ellensburg. Why a city council meeting was disrupted and moved the mayor to issue a formal statement. Plus, the manhunt is over for 2 people in Idaho, but not without more loss of life. The breakdown coming up. And keep those umbrellas handy this weekend. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast and what to expect. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:59 on Friday, March 22nd. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, I was loving the 70s that we were getting last weekend, but we're not getting that again, are we?
No, we don't have any 70s in our 7-day forecast, unfortunately, as we're seeing a pattern change, which has already started to develop across the Pacific Northwest. So say hello to the cooler weather as we head into the weekend and the wetter weather as well. We are a bit cooler this weekend, this morning. In fact, anywhere from 3 to about 13 degrees colder than we were just 24 hours ago. And that puts our numbers in the 30s across the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, and then lower 40s. We're at 40 in Tri-Cities, 38 Hermiston, 46 Walla Walla, and 37 in Yakima. So we may see some sunshine this morning, but then the clouds will kind of take over in the Tri-Cities. Lower 60s around lunchtime, 69 by 5 o'clock. In Yakima, upper 30s at 8, 56 at noon, 62 by 5 o'clock. I think you can leave that umbrella at home during the daytime hours today. Walla Walla 43 at 8, and we rise into the upper 60s this afternoon. If you have any dinner plans, you may want to take the umbrella just in case, but better chances for rain arrive this weekend. Not looking like a washout. I'll explain and have your hour-by-hour forecast coming up. Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. And now to your top headlines this morning. The woman who's accused of a deadly drunk driving crash on Christmas Day near Hermiston has been arrested. 23-year-old Rylene Cook is charged with second-degree manslaughter, 6 counts of assault, 3 counts of reckless endangerment, reckless driving, and DUI. Authorities say Cook was driving her vehicle with her 2 children, ages 3 and 5, on Umatilla River Road when she crashed into another car and caused a third car to also crash. 10-year-old Anthony Guizar died and 6 other people were hurt. Cook is currently in the Umatilla County Jail. Her bail has been set at $500,000. The Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit has released more information about the police shooting in Yakima last week. The person who was shot has been identified as 31-year-old Victor Gomez of Yakima. He was treated and released from the hospital the same day the shooting happened. Investigators found probable cause to arrest Gomez, and he was booked into the Yakima County Jail based on charges filed by prosecutors. And he was charged with second-degree assault, second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of a stolen vehicle, and possession of a stolen firearm. Also attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle, and his arraignment is scheduled for March 29th. The officer who shot Gomez has been identified as Alan Martinez, who's been with the Yakima Police Department since 2020. He's currently on administrative leave, which is common in cases of police firing their weapons. And the Ellensburg City Council facing another racist speech at its latest meeting just months after being targeted by Zoom bombers. One man in person signed up under a false name to talk about the Ellensburg Police Department. But comments quickly became racist, anti-Semitic, and hateful. The crowd yelled for him to stop. The mayor gave several warnings to the man to stay on topic, but he was eventually escorted out by police.
I was trying to be very protective of the individual's rights, to say what they said, but as soon as they deviated outside the bounds of the rules, you're done.
The city revised rules for public comment after the Zoom bombing happened last fall. The mayor says if this keeps happening, they may need to put in further restrictions. The 2024 season for the Pendleton Roundup's Happy Canyon Hall of Fame Museum officially opened to the public last night. New this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed brings us more.
Yeah, we are here in Pendleton, and we are celebrating the opening night of the 2024 Happy Canyon Hall of Fame Museum with the Pendleton Roundup. Opening night was at 5 p.m. Thursday, and we've got the weekend coming up. I'm with Casey. She is the president. And give me your exact title.
I'm the president of the Pendleton Roundup and Happy Canyon Hall of Fame.
Okay, perfect. And something big is happening for 2024.
Yes, so besides our museum opening again, which we're open from 10 to 4, Tuesdays through Saturdays, but April 19th is really an important date because we have our annual Battle of the Bars and Cornhole competition. And so Pendleton Whiskey sponsors this event, and our local bars come in and they all have to compete for the best Pendleton whiskey drink. And so we have, people can come, they can buy drinks and buy tastes and decide on their favorite. So it's publicly voted. And then we have a cornhole tournament that goes on as well. We get people all over the Northwest. About 500 to 700 people usually come to this event.
Talk about how important these kind of functions are for the success of the Roundup.
Absolutely. So we are 100% volunteer and donation run. So these events help us raise money to keep the lights on, to keep our exhibits fresh, to keep things going. So we really rely on all of our events and fundraisers to help keep the museum doors open and also spread awareness so that people come and visit us.
The pictures, the history, I mean, there's so much to see. I think you were mentioning it earlier, but you were saying, a lot of people don't even realize that this is right across the street from the arena.
Yeah, the world famous Pendleton Roundup Arena. We're directly across the street. We have 2 floors full of exhibits for the last 114 years. So we have past royalty. We have every single competitor that's ever been. We have a list of that. We have all the champions, our volunteers. We have wagons, a teepee, a full-size teepee in here. We have a taxidermied horse. That's a famous bucking horse, a war paint. So we have a lot to see for all ages. We get a lot of school field trips out here and a lot of groups coming in, and it's by donation, so it's really accessible to everyone.
And it is now open. The museum is Tuesday through Saturday. What's the time on that?
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day.
And that's until?
November.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Really appreciate you coming out.
All right, so that is the latest from Pendleton. If you want to do something fun this weekend, come on out to the museum. Reporting for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Austin Reed. Back to you.
Thank you, Austin. And by the way, the Pendleton Roundup and Happy Canyon Hall of Fame was founded in 1969. As for the rodeo, Pendleton has been hosting it since 1910. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the manhunt for 2 armed and dangerous men in Idaho is over. Why it's bittersweet for many of the law enforcement involved in the search. We'll be back with more details after this.
Ready to bring your dream countertop to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Suffering from middleman mattress markup malaise?
You have no idea.
Then ditch the distributor and shop factory direct savings at Denver Mattress instead. And during the March mattress sale, everything is on sale, like the Summit Queen, now only $332.49. Or check out the Doctor's Choice Plush for only $759.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Say no to the middleman mattress markup malaise and shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business.
We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV, we
make camping fun!
Get a great deal on a great-looking lawn and a really comfortable ride. Introducing Kubota Z200 Series mowers with a new K-Ride comfort system. Designed to optimize your ride so you have everything you need to glide your way to a perfectly manicured lawn. Right now, get a Kubota Z200 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Hey, Ham fam!
Ham, Easter is March 31st, and Honey Baked Ham is your Easter dinner headquarters. Bring home our famous slow-smoked, fully cooked, spiral-cut hams, dripping with our handcrafted, mouth-watering glaze. At Honey Baked Ham, we have your complete meal with a host of delicious sides and decadent desserts ready for you to bring home. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Give us a call or order online at myhoneybakedstore.com. Put a Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. In continuing coverage, an escaped Idaho inmate and a suspected accomplice are now in custody. Police say Skylar Mead and Nicholas Umpenauer were captured in Twin Falls. Reporter Camilla Bernal says authorities are not only investigating the escape, but also two murders that may be linked to the suspects.
We are investigating two homicides at separate locations. These are potentially tied to this incident.
After an armed assailant opened fire during the transport of an inmate.
IDOC prisoner, white male, adult, shirtless.
Skylar Mead en route back to what the Idaho Correction Department classifies as the highest level of maximum security incarceration. Two corrections officers were shot in that brazen getaway authorities say was a planned attack.
He was in restraints while he was being escorted out of the hospital. This was a planned event, and we're channeling every resource we have into trying to understand exactly how they went about planning it.
Mead was hospitalized on Tuesday night for, quote, self-injurious behavior.
On-site medical determined that he needed to be transported off-site for emergent care.
And escaped just after 2 a.m. Wednesday as he was being escorted back to state prison, where he's been incarcerated since 2016 and sentenced until 2036. The inmate and his accomplice, identified by police as Nicholas Umpenauer, fled just before responding officers arrived.
We found the vehicle they escaped in up in northern Idaho, and they took another vehicle.
Umpenauer is now accused of aggravated battery against law enforcement and aiding and abetting an escape. Law enforcement officials say both are members of a white supremacist prison gang. During the manhunt, authorities released this description of Mead.
He has tattoos on his face, the number 1 on one side of his face and the number 11 on the other side. He is a documented gang member and with the Aryan Knights.
1 and 11, police say, symbolize A and K for Aryan Knights. Police say they're now looking for links between two suspects who were at one time housed together while in prison.
In addition to having both having membership with the Aryan Knights, they also shared some acquaintances, some common acquaintances, both in custody as well as in the community.
Police say they found Mead's shackles at one of the homicide scenes, and the men had possession of the car of one of the victims. Police also say one of the wounded corrections officers has since been released from the hospital, and the other two are in stable condition. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Apple goes on the defense, accused by the Department of Justice. Why they're fighting back, but not everybody is on their side. But first, if you got plans for the weekend, you won't want to miss what's next. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it.
It's cold.
and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a Snowroid.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Next ET, we're in London for the latest royal family drama, plus Justin Hartley mixing work and play with wife Sophia Pernis.
God, I'm so good. I'm so good.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. If your allergies have been bothering you, it's because the tree pollen has been elevated, all thanks to that warm weather. So the tree pollen expected to remain in that medium to high range today, and then we should get some relief as we head into the weekend before the pollen counts start to increase as we head into next week. So have those medications ready to go if you're going to be outdoors today or even as we head into the weekend, but that rain should provide a little bit of relief at least. Temperatures this morning into the 30s and 40s. We're at 40 degrees in Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla. We're at 40 in Prosser, 38 in Hermiston, 37 in Yakima. It is a little bit colder this morning because we did have breaks in the clouds overnight and we saw those winds diminish. Remember, yesterday was a breezy day, but now we really don't have much in the way of wind. Winds are pretty light, anywhere between 3 and about 8 miles per hour. Here's the play-by-play as we go throughout your Friday. We're tracking our next system. So here's our upper level storm system. It'll move a little bit closer to the coast this morning. Notice that we're dry this morning. We're even dry locally this afternoon, but the rain increases along the coast of Washington and Oregon. And then tonight, that's when the rain starts to push inland, some higher elevation snow there along the highest peaks or the tallest peaks of the Cascades. And we'll have those showers increasing for us overnight. But any rain that falls is going to be very light. It's not going to amount to much. So here, as we zoom in across the Columbia Basin, we do have dry skies this morning and this afternoon, so you can leave that umbrella at home today as you head off to work. Temperatures will be in the low and middle 60s along the Yakima Valley, close to 70 in the basin, and mid to upper 60s along the foothills of the Blues. So still a warm day with temperatures 8 to 10 degrees above the average for this time of year. This evening, if you have any plans, you may want to take the umbrella with you. Chances are you probably won't need it, but overnight after midnight, that's when our rain chances will be increasing as we see periods of rain push across the region. Temperatures will be dropping into the low and middle 40s area-wide. Saturday does not look as wet as once previously thought. The computer models are coming in a bit drier. That's always good news, even though we do need the rain, but I know you don't want the rain on the weekend. Showers in the morning. If you have any errands to run, take the umbrella or the raincoat with you. And then notice during the afternoon hours, there's not a lot of action out there. Showers will be possible, but they will be very scattered, and we may even see a few breaks in the rain. So I wouldn't cancel any plans you have if you plan on getting outdoors. I think tomorrow afternoon is going to be the best chance to do it. It will be on the cooler side though, with highs in the lower 60s and a bit breezy at times. So here's your 7-day forecast. We have a chance for scattered showers on Sunday as well. Temperatures around 60, upper 50s on Monday, and Tuesday, looking a bit drier before another system moves in Wednesday. Yakima 62, slight chance for a shower later, and then we'll have better chances for more showers tomorrow, but not looking like a washout, 58 degrees. It will be cooler. Those 50s are going to feel a lot colder compared to the 70s, even 80s we saw this week. 67 today in Walla Walla, 59 tomorrow, and rain chances a bit higher along the foothills of the Blues going up Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. The Justice Department is suing Apple, one of the largest companies in the world. The DOJ accuses Apple of becoming a monopoly in the smartphone market by pushing out competitors while raising its own prices. Perry Russum says Apple denies the allegations and will defend itself.
Good morning. The iPhone has become a crucial part of life for many Americans, from text to banking and maps. Now the DOJ says Apple's rise to power is illegal. This morning, a Justice Department crackdown on Apple, a company the DOJ claims is dominating the smartphone marketplace, with more than 65% of smartphones in the U.S. being iPhones. The Justice Department says Apple deliberately makes messaging between the iPhone and competing devices more difficult with those green text bubbles and pixelated videos. The DOJ also accusing Apple of blocking third-party apps and companies from competing with Apple products, all while raising the price of the iPhone. The latest model is being sold for up to $1,600. The lawsuit comes as Apple continues global expansion. Tim Cook in China unveiling the company's second largest flagship store. A spokesperson for Apple writes in part, "This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart. If successful, it would hinder our ability to create the kind of technology people expect from Apple."
I think the main point that Apple is trying to make is the following, and it's been an age-old debate, which is to produce a good user experience that customers value and developers value, you need to have, in a way, a closed ecosystem, which is what Apple has created.
Apple is calling the lawsuit wrong on the facts and the law. A spokesperson for the company says they will defend themselves. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
And when we come back on Good Morning Northwest, it's never too late to celebrate a very special official opening in Pasco and what it means for the community. We'll have details next.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Welcome to Pingree Ford in Selah, Washington, where small-town attention to customer service meets a vast selection of the best new and used Ford vehicles available. Whether you're interested in our cutting-edge electric vehicles or our dependable lineup of trucks and SUVs, we've got it all just down the road.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The Pasco School District Transition Center celebrated its first year opening with the ribbon cutting yesterday. The center will be finishing its first school year up and running in August. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma says it serves students 18 through 21 years old, and something like this means so much to them.
One of the ways that the Transition Center ensures that they have a successful future, Sarah Peterson, a vocational teacher for the center, says is by giving them hands-on experiences.
We're able to give them real-life opportunities out in the community, working with local employers, working with our local service agencies, getting them set up for that next stage where they're going to be leaving the schools and learning to be young adults who are able to make their own decisions and advocate for their own needs.
Maria Cardenas, a student with the center, says she's learned necessary skills to increase her independence and set her up for success.
I will have experience in everything, and in cooking, cleaning, job interviews, everything.
Laura Fowler, another vocational transition teacher at the center, says an additional benefit of this is that the center is tailored to each student's unique goals and needs.
It helps them build confidence. The beginning of the year, we had students who were hesitant to go out and try different jobs. Now they're taking the transit, they're taking Dial-A-Ride to work by themselves. We've just seen their confidence build, and it helps, I think, the community as well know that they are employable, they can do it, and they want to be a part of our community.
Cardenas says this center has restored hope in her future to be able to complete her life career goals, one being an elementary school teacher.
Me find jobs out in the Tri-Cities, Richland, Kennewick, in working with kids.
Peterson says 2 people are already on track to graduate from the program in June and have also been set up with job opportunities after graduation. As of right now, the Transition Center will be taking new enrollments at the start of the next school year. The only requirement is to be part of the Pasco School District. And today marks 10 years since the deadliest landslide in the country, and it happened right here in Washington. I've got more on that next. Also, Sunnyside firefighters need your help after a big fundraising item goes missing. What you can do to help.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I can go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now.
Need burger? Get burger! Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger, only at Carl's Jr.
Survival rates for people with colon cancer can be as high as 90% with early detection. Get more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health reminds us that colon cancer screening saves lives. This is how we care.
It's time to be bold!
Idol's final auditions are here.
Sky's the limit.
With an Idol performance that will change lives.
I am in shock.
Forever.
We forgot one little thing.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all.
Again.
There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan.
Let's roll.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Good news. For years, Washington realtors embraced some of the most consumer-friendly practices in the nation, putting fairness and transparency at the heart of the home buying process, providing clients with the duties of their real estate broker in the transaction, along with a written agreement explaining the cost of brokerage services, and receiving and signing this agreement up front. Now, these principles are not just industry standard, they're state law. Transparency in real estate, brought to you by Washington Realtors. Is your broker a realtor?
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the 80th anniversary marking an explosion in Umatilla County, how locals and lawmakers marked the occasion. And several cities in our region are warning people about a scam that is sweeping through our area. Details on that coming up. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:29 on Friday, March 22nd. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, I was hoping for some more 70s this weekend, but it looks like we're getting some rain and some gloomy weather.
We are going to see more in the way of cloud cover, and we do have showers in the forecast, Jessica. It's just unfortunate that we didn't have the 70s and even 80-degree temperatures over the weekend. That would have been nice, but Mother Nature has different plans. We're taking a live look at our Legends Casino Hotel Sky Cam in Richland, and we do have a brighter sky out there as we get closer and closer to the official sunrise at 6:54 this morning with a sunset of 7:13. It is a bit colder out there this morning, so prepare for that. Make sure you have that heavier coat. You'll probably need the heat on as you head out in Yakima, 37, 36 in Ellensburg, 39 Toppenish. We're now at 39 at Hanford, 40 in the Tri-Cities, and 46 Walla Walla. So make sure the kids are bundled up as they head out to catch the bus on this Friday morning. Temperatures in the 40s. We rise into the upper 60s this afternoon. A few peaks of sunshine will be possible. So it's not going to be bad as far as temperatures go. We're still going to be well above average for this time of year. Now, I think you can leave the umbrella at home today. The kids won't have to worry about any rain while they're in school or coming home. But this evening, you may want to take that umbrella with you just in case. Slight chance for a shower with better chances once we get past midnight. We'll have that hour-by-hour breakdown over the rain chances this weekend, and we'll also let you know how much rain we are below average for the month of March. Coming up. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. Now, the deadliest landslide in United States history happened 10 years ago today. Since then, the government has made progress on researching and understanding landslides, but it's still difficult to predict. Here's what we know about the Oso landslide 10 years later. March 22nd marks 10 years since the Oso landslide that killed 43 people in Oso, Washington, becoming the deadliest landslide in United States history. Oso is a rural area of a couple hundred residents. The neighborhood of Steelhead Haven is a subdivision of that, consisting of about 35 homes. On Saturday morning, March 22nd of 2014, the side of a hill collapsed in Steelhead Haven, coming down across the Stillaguamish River, burying the entire neighborhood under muck and debris. The highway running alongside was buried 20 feet deep. 36-year-old Summer Raffo was driving on State Route 530. She was on her way to shoe a horse when the landslide buried her, ripping off the roof of her blue Subaru. Her brother and his teenage sons went to go look for her. They spent 5 days digging through. When they found her, her hands were still on the wheel. The speedometer on her car read 60 miles per hour.
Ever since that day 3, when the reality set in, was I knew that I'm going to explain to everybody how special my sister was to me, to my mom, to my entire family, and let them know who the person she was. And doing this memorial is doing that for me.
9 people survived the landslide, including a mother and a baby who were reunited in the hospital 2 weeks later.
The other thing that was very, very important to me was the first responders. We wanted a place, because there's a lot of them that are still struggling, and we wanted a place for them to come and reflect on what they did for our family and bringing everyone home, you know, and the appreciation that we have for everything they did.
The trauma that ensued afterwards put dangerous landslides on the map. It was a wake-up call for the U.S. Washington officials began hiring more staff and mapping more areas to get a better handle on the landslide risk. Guidelines were also tightened regarding logging landslide-prone slopes.
There are hundreds of thousands of landslide risk areas in Washington State that we haven't even mapped, that we haven't been able to get that information to the community, to the planners and policymakers, and we could be putting more and more people at risk because we haven't done that work.
Now the federal government has a better strategy for understanding and researching the dangers that landslides can have. However, the efforts are still very new, so landslides can continue to wreak more havoc as climate change is only intensifying. When it comes to predicting landslides, it's still difficult, although some research has helped to establish what could happen with certain types of conditions.
Oftentimes landslides happen where they've happened before, and so if we can understand where landslides have happened in the past, that'll help us be aware of where they might occur in the future.
Since Oso, post-wildfire landslides have become more frequent in California, with one destroying a home in LA just last week.
A lot of the storms that we feel along the West Coast, all the way from Alaska to Baja, are driven by atmospheric rivers. And so these, big weather systems are able to hold more moisture because of the increased temperature. So that's a big one. Fire is a huge one that is makes landscapes more susceptible to landslides.
Also in Washington, the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation participated in honoring the 80th anniversary of the deadly Umatilla Army Ordnance Depot explosion. The service was held at the Reese Training Center near Hermiston. The Oregon National Guard Color Guard posted the colors, and then a tribal blessing was given at the explosion site. The service was then taken to the Memorial Plaque Park, where a moment of silence was held. The explosion happened inside an igloo that had 264 bombs stored in it in 1944. 6 people were killed. The igloos were built as a military munitions and supply depot on 20,000 acres of Umatilla and Morrow counties, as the United States was preparing for World War II. In a scam alert, the Yakima County Sheriff's Office says several courts in our region are being used in scam calls. According to information from the Yakima Municipal Court, people are receiving calls from a person using the names of real judges and telling them there's a warrant out for their arrest. The caller says they must pay a fee to stop the warrant, and this is a scam. This is not a real call. So if you get a call like this, hang up the phone immediately. Authorities say courts do not call people and request money about their cases. And we'll be right back with more Good Morning Northwest. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even field charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at waggrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
The Honda you want is here. So drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleyNewsNow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
It's time to be bold!
Idol's final auditions are here.
Sky's the limit.
With an Idol performance that will change lives.
I am in shock.
Forever.
We forgot one little thing.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC.
Next extra, the Bachelor finale, sparking more wild theories than Cake Gate.
Some people say that you are not going to choose anyone.
We give Joey a final grilling before the final rose. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Role-playing games have exploded in popularity in recent years, but some can be expensive and intimidating to start. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the Washington Secretary of State's office is working with the Renton-based gaming company to change that.
Wizards of the Coast has donated 75 Dungeons & Dragons starter kits to be distributed to libraries across the state. The first kit was dropped off at West Valley Library by none other than Washington's Secretary of State, who tells me he's been a longtime player.
My current character that I've been playing is an evocation wizard, so I love launching those fireballs and blowing evil up.
Hobbs has been playing D&D for 50 years, since the first edition was released in 1974.
When D&D was not popular, you didn't tell people that you played D&D. Now, people play it in the open. And the fact that D&D is made here in the state of Washington is even better, right? Because it helps our industry, helps our economy.
But for Hobbs, it's also an escape from politics. Something that can be played with friends, family, kids, strangers, or even across the aisle.
Senator Curtis King, a Republican, and I'm a Democrat, coming together in bipartisanship to defeat evil.
There are a lot of kids out there that don't have a place to go that they can really feel safe, and this would be a library is a place where they can do that.
Because it's more than completing quests or zapping zombies.
D&D is a collaborative storytelling process, and that's why there's psychiatrists that have been using D&D for therapy. And so we're doing that in our state prisons and our youth detention facilities.
Now, not only will patrons at the West Valley Community Library be able to check out a starter kit to start their own campaign with friends, they'll also be able to make new ones at the new Dungeons & Dragons Club starting next month.
Hobbs tells me that any library that wants to have its own D&D starter kit just has to go online to the Secretary of State's website and fill out a grant request, and it's first come, first served. In West Valley, I'm Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, that made me smile. I love seeing people do what they love. Well, don't go anywhere. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast and ski report. That's next.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. belong to something better. Join Hatho Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hatho.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Jax, what are you thinking? Grandpa told me to mark down the prices. Hartley, what are you doing? Grandpa told me to test out the beds.
My brother and sister are crazy, but so is my grandpa. I love coming to our family furniture store, Meredith Furniture, because I get to take naps on all of the Beauty Rest beds. But the main reason most of you guys come into Meredith Furniture is for all the great prices on Beauty Rest mattresses. Meredith Furniture on South First in Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning, Northwest. It has been a very dry March so far, and we only have about 8-9 days left in the month. So we do need the rain across the region. Let's take a look at the rain update for the entire month. So in the Tri-Cities, we have only seen 1/10 of an inch of rain. So we are about 3600ths below average. Yakima, we've only seen 600ths. That's basically nothing. So we're almost a half an inch below average in the Yakima Valley. Walla Walla, a little bit more, if you can call it that, about a quarter of an inch. So we're more than an inch below average in the foothills of the Blues and Hermiston, only 0.04 of an inch, about half an inch below average. So we essentially have really not seen any rain during the month of March. We do have some rain in the forecast this weekend, but it's not going to amount to much. Right now, we're taking a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam at Columbia Point, and the sky getting brighter and brighter. I do think we'll see a little bit of sunshine this morning, but overall clouds are going to dominate the day today, and we're only a few minutes away from the official sunrise here in the Tri-Cities. We're at 40 degrees, Tri-Cities, 39 at Hanford, 37 in Yakima, 46 Walla Walla, and 38 in Hermiston. It is a little bit colder this morning compared to this time yesterday morning because we did see breaks in the clouds overnight and the winds really diminished. Remember how breezy it was during the day yesterday. Satellite and radar regionally showing showers starting to increase across the coasts of Washington and Oregon. That is where the rain will be confined to today. We're going to keep it dry during the daytime hours, so I think you can leave the rain gear at home. You can see not much showing up on our Futurecast, just a lot of clouds out there, keeping temperatures into the upper 60s, but that's still above average, almost 8 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. 69 in Tri-Cities, 65 Prosser, 68 degrees in Hermiston, 67 Walla Walla, and 62 in Yakima. Tonight, you could see the showers start to increase from the west, and we will likely see those showers increase even more after midnight, early tomorrow morning, as temperatures bottom out in the low and middle 40s out there. So we're talking about low and mid 40s across the region. 46 in the Tri-Cities, 43 Walla Walla, 41 in Yakima. Now, as we take you throughout the day on Saturday, we are looking at showers in the morning, and then those showers kind of breaking apart as we get into the afternoon. So it's not looking nearly as wet as it did over the past couple of days. So there will be dry time on your Saturday. I think the best time to get outside if you're going to do that will be during the afternoon hours. Highs in the lower 60s across the region tomorrow. Periods of light rain, breezy at times. Now let's take you into how much rain we're expecting. We're not expecting a lot, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch in the Columbia Basin, some higher amounts along the foothills of the Blues and across the east slopes of the Cascades. We're talking about 1/4 to about 1/2 an inch in those areas. So we'll get a little bit more across some of our areas in the foothills of the Blues and the east slopes of the Cascades. Your 7-day forecast showing that we're looking at 69 today, 62 tomorrow, 60 on Sunday with scattered showers, and then it turns a little bit cooler on Monday. We're looking drier by Tuesday with more rain possible on Wednesday. 62 in Yakima, better chances for rain tomorrow. Walla Walla, better chances for showers Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then Hermiston, Saturday and Sunday, we have scattered showers in the forecast. Let's show you that ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Mountain. Now that the sun is coming up, we're starting to see a little bit of that blue sky, but the base starting to diminish because we did have a lot of warm weather. So here is your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Mountain. 37 today. We do expect 5 to 10 inches of snow over the weekend at Schweitzer. Ski Bluewood, 50 degrees with a couple of showers today. Additional snowfall expected this weekend, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, and a little bit less. White Pass, 43 degrees with rain possible tomorrow. Jessica?
And we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, here's a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA's First Look, what the DOJ lawsuit means for Apple users.
For consumers, that has meant fewer choices, higher prices and fees, lower quality smartphones, and less innovation.
According to DOJ, Apple uses a variety of illegal methods to maintain its dominance, to try and force you to use the iPhone and its accessories alone, including making it more difficult for iPhone users to text with those who use other brands.
As any iPhone user who has ever seen a green text message or received a tiny, grainy video can attest, Apple's anti-competitive conduct also includes making it more difficult for iPhone users to message with users of non-Apple products.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you about how Apple is responding. With your GMA First Look, I'm Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:51. We'll get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Starting off, the woman who's accused of a deadly drunk driving crash on Christmas Day near Hermiston has been arrested. 23-year-old Rylene Cook is charged with second-degree manslaughter, 6 counts of assault, 3 counts of reckless endangerment, reckless driving, and DUI. Authorities say Cook was driving her car with her 2 children, ages 3 and 5, on Umatilla River Road when she crashed into another car and caused a third car to also crash. 10-year-old Anthony Guizar died and 6 other people were hurt. Cook is currently in the Umatilla County Jail. Her bail has been set at $500,000. The Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation participated in honoring the 80th anniversary of the deadly Umatilla Army Ordnance Depot explosion. The explosion happened inside an igloo that had 264 bombs stored in it in 1944. 6 people were killed. The igloos were built as a military munitions and supply depot on 20,000 acres of Umatilla and Morrow counties as the United States was preparing for World War II. Sunnyside firefighters, members of the Sunnyside Professional Firefighters, IAFF Local 3542, say a tote was removed from a firefighter's personal car. Inside the tote were t-shirts the group sells to raise money for cancer awareness. The donations go towards the Cancer Center in Sunnyside. They're hoping somebody will bring their t-shirts back. A Washington highway will be dedicated this weekend in honor of a WSP trooper who was killed in the line of duty. 28-year-old trooper Justin Schaefer died after he was hit by a car on I-5 near Chehalis in March of 2020. He had been with the State Patrol for more than 6 years. 2 WSDOT signs will designate a 6-mile section of State Route 6 that'll bear his name, and the ceremony begins at 3 p.m. Sunday. That's March 24th at Adna Middle High School in Chehalis. And the city of Richland is preparing to remove several aging trees in Jefferson Park next week and replacing them with new trees. The model includes planting new trees and allowing them enough time to establish growth before removing the old trees. Next week, the city will begin to remove older trees lining George Washington Way. And the city says it's necessary to remove these trees now so the younger ones can survive and grow. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office says several courts in our region are being used in scam calls. According to information from the Yakima Municipal Court, people are receiving calls from a person using the names of real judges and telling them there's a warrant out for their arrest. The caller says they must pay a fee to stop the warrant, and this is a scam. This is not a real call. So if you get a call like this, hang up the phone. Authorities say courts do not call people or request money about their cases. March Madness is already living up to its name for college basketball fans. The first round of the NCAA tournament happened yesterday, and after 8 games, the NCAA said just less than 2.5% of brackets remained perfect in its own bracket game. After 8 games last year, less than 1% of brackets were still perfect. Both Washington schools are still in the game. WSU takes on 2nd seed Iowa next, and Gonzaga takes on Kansas. The Kennewick Police Department teamed up with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin counties to provide free haircuts to the community. Around 60 people were able to take part. Legacy Barbershop gave each kid a new cut, and officers had the opportunity to connect with the kids by playing basketball and handing out prizes. The event was sponsored by the KPD Foundation and Northwest Roofing and Exteriors. Officials say they hope to host another event like this later this year.
We have a little bit of sunshine out there this morning, and we will see more in the way of cloud cover than we have seen over the past couple of days. So today won't be as pretty as it has been. It won't be as warm as it has been either, but we're still going to be above average. So temperatures are starting off on the chilly side this morning, 30s and 40s out there area wide. So make sure you have those jackets ready to go. This afternoon, 69, mostly cloudy, still warm for this time of year, winds out of the north at 5 to 10. You can leave the umbrella home today, but tonight those showers will be moving in. Better chances after midnight as temperatures drop into the middle 40s. And then by tomorrow, there will be periods of light rain, especially in the morning, and then again during the late afternoon, but there will be plenty of dry time. It's not looking like a washout by any means. Any rain that falls will be on the light side, highs around 62 degrees. So we continue to see those temperatures drop. A cool down on the way, especially after this last week. 62 tomorrow, 60 on Sunday, and then we're a little bit cooler Monday, 58. We'll get a break in the action Tuesday before another system impacts us Wednesday. 62 in Yakima today, slight chance for a stray shower. Scattered showers Saturday, a little bit less in the way of coverage on Sunday. Like I mentioned, not looking like a washout. Any rain that falls will be on the light side, and rain totals aren't going to add up to much. 67 today in Walla Walla. We're down in the 50s then after today. So a chilly week, upcoming week, I should say. Hermiston, 68, mostly cloudy with better rain chances Saturday and Sunday. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next, and your local news is back tonight at 5. And you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.